a long journey here in Australia. This is going to be fun to watch. Defay, number 7 in the world, taking on world number 1 today. It's so hard to compare it to Carissa because she's had the highlight reel on her backhand at Strickland Bay. There's the battle just rolling in front of Carissa Moore's Johanne Defay, but she'll have to step off.
Yeah, she was very deep on that one for the left. Carissa was really paddling on super hard on the outside.
And looks like Defay will find some room to move here. Set up snap on the backhand. Defay times the finish well. And a good way to move on from trying to control the start. Didn't really get what she was looking for, and second priority finds a 2-turn combination to get started. I think the last time a wild card in their first ever championship tour event went all the way to a final, you go to a teenage Bruce Irons at Pipeline. Watching Carissa Moore on a tough section. Snap off that lip, but you can see how there's a bit of warble in that lineup. Energy going different directions, and she'll end up incomplete on her start.
Into the finals for the first time this season. Sally, you must be so pleased with that start of the day.
Oh, super cool, Stace. It's one of those ones, we had a few late days, so just thinking on it, you try to go to sleep, but you're a bit excited and nervous and all that kind of thing. And to wake up and there's so much energy in the swells, so it was such a pleasure to be out there and try and crack the code.
You certainly cracked the code. You look like you've got a really good read on this line.
She had a serious rhythm to start, built to the 910. She'll be dangerous in the final.
Sally is just a bit happy.
She certainly is. First final of the year. She's loving it. Carissa Moore on a solid one. Accelerating off the bottom. There's that beautiful arc. Set up snap down the line. She'll time the float over the step and get her best wave so far against Defay. Remember, Defay had the 4-6-7 on the 2-turn combination. She came off a nice afternoon, even though it was pouring rain. Her husband Luke got some craze, and they had a nice dinner. As we go back to her start here, solid with size on that takeoff.
Yeah, and she had to come around quite a big section. Nice carve there. This second turn, she sets it up. She knows she needs to finish this one. And look at that step. Yeah, great looking wave here, Joe. Good wave choice. Beautifully timed bottom turn. This wave here, she's looking down the line. In one motion, she gets over that step. And that will be her best wave for sure. That's a no-brainer.
So looking at finals day, we've got brand new conditions. Laura Enever looking on from the skis, watching this one unfold. Carissa Moore now driving off the bottom. Nice clean, casual snap for wrist, finding the lip there. A lot of water moving off the tail. Nice vertical as well.
Yeah, she really was. Joanne's had a lot more top to bottom, drop out to it, and looked like a lot better end section. So I think, like we saw with Sally's heat.
3 moves, and now Defay heading that same direction.
Yeah, it looks like a slightly bigger wave for Defay. Whoa, that's a telling move. Yeah, and she's happy. She likes that last one. That was slick. So 2 different rides, a contrasting approach. Carissa opening up on a smallish wave, and great exchange between the 2 combatants.
They go big on that end section. That's what the judges are looking for. So I think, I think Carissa's going to have to find something where she can get a big end turn.
Thank you, Laura Enever. As we look at that replay, Bugs, Joanne certainly capitalized on the better wave here.
Yeah, well, it's pretty close to the best combo we've seen of manoeuvres. We saw, Sally get a fantastic ride, but that first manoeuvre, look how happy she is with that. And maximising the scoring potential. I think hers got slightly downgraded.
Rolling in, late takeoff, wrist steps off, but she had to have a look at it. Priority now with Defay, but you're still seeing there's so much size in the surf today.
I think at the moment he's as in tune with the ocean as Kelly ever was at his peak. And Morgs, I'm just so proud of him in an Australian surf animal way. Raw and having fun and a big grin on his face. And when they meet in the final, if they get there, I hope the best guy wins.
We're certainly looking forward to it. Thanks for your time, Neil.
No worries. Thanks.
Neil Ridgway, an absolute legend, as he's been around for a very long time. Former editor of mags like Tracks here in Australia, and working for Ripco for an incredibly long period of time, making some great contributions to the sport for decades. As we catch up to Defay's finish.
Come up a bit short on that one, Joe. It was a pretty smallish wave. Just opens the door here for Carissa. If she can get around this massive section, she won't be able to. And yeah, big kudos to Neil Ridge.
She might be in a great spot in the final 5, heading into the surf ranch, which she almost won at the last stop there. Maybe got the best barrel on that first section out the back on the right in that wave system. As we look at the backhand of Johanne Defay live here, 6:15 to go. Nice little backhand sweep. That wave didn't bowl up like her big 8.83, but still looking sharp on the lefts today.
Here she goes. Carissa Moore, 4-time world champion, trying to get back into this heat. She might have to do it in 2. That wave, yeah, questionable on the wave selection there. Again, maybe looks like the one behind could have been a bit better.
At the start of the year, told his camp, hey, if you make a final, I'm getting a tattoo, shaving my beard and my head. We're going to have to keep them accountable for that one. Here's Carissa Moore. Backside vertical snap to start. Chasing the lead off Defay. Needs an excellent score here as we've got Carissa finding the finishing move on a messy section. Needs an 8.18, 220 to go. First, we'll look at her last wave.
Yeah, it's a good ride. This first turn sets it up beautifully. Big opening turn, bit of a fluffy face here, nice setup move here, and she gets around that section for the finishing move on that tricky last section.
Johanne Defay will take this wave with 30 seconds. Backhand wrap. Now off the bottom. Nice tight backhand jam for Defay. And she'll just kick out of that end section now at 20 seconds. And we'll see where Carissa Moore is. Just ahead of her there.
A lot of respect between these two girls, and you know, Carissa really would be, you know, happy for Johanne to move on, but obviously disappointed that, you know, she just didn't quite make the final 3rd time in a row. And you know, she's got high ideals for herself, and Carissa Moore still comes out of the Australian leg well on top.
Welcome back, guys. We have winner of the last semi-final, Johanne Defay, right here. Johanne, into the final. How are you feeling?
So good, thank you, Laura. It's not easy lineup today. It's a bit bigger and stuff. We haven't surfed it this way, but I'm really happy to get that 8 point, you know. And Carissa was definitely the one to beat here, I feel like, because she had some really high score during the comp. So I'm really happy about this one and to the next one.
So good. And you talked about you had a bit of a board change. It's been a couple of days off. We had that crazy storm, and then woke up this morning, a bit of morning sickness. So take us through your morning.
Yeah. We kind of like, it's a little bit wobbly at the lineup, so I went up 1 inch, and I might go another inch bigger for the final just to feel more like stable.
Amazing. Well, on to the final, Johanne. Congratulations. And right now we have men's semi-finals. Tune in. It's going to be exciting.